Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Derrick and I cover Python programming tutorials. In this one, we have a brief lesson on how we can start using the binary search algorithm. Let's look at an animation to see how this one works. The goal of the binary search algorithm is to look through an already sorted sequence and determine whether an item that we're looking for is in that sequence or not. In this example, we're looking for the number 7 in this sequence. The way that we do this is we take the midpoint of our sequence. If the item that we're looking for is higher, then we choose the items to the right to do the next comparison. If it's lower, then we choose the items to the left. Eventually, we'll figure out if our sequence has our item that we're looking for because our midpoint will be either equal to that item or we'll reach an item that has no items left on its left or right that we can search. If we find the item that we're looking for in our sequence, we should stop the algorithm and then return the position of that item. If you would like to try to code this on your own, feel free to pause the video here and come back. Let's jump into the Python solution for this one. There's a few different ways you can code this algorithm, but I'll code it the iterative way here. You can also code this recursively. And like all my other algorithm videos, I try to code this in a way that makes sense to a beginner. If you can optimize it, feel free to post that optimized version in the comments. But we'll create our function. We'll say binary search, and this will take two arguments. We'll have a sequence, and then the item that we're looking for. Since we want to find the middle position on each iteration, we need to know the beginning position and the ending position. We'll do this by saying begin index will be equal to 0, and then end index will be equal to the length of our sequence minus 1. So this is just our default. We're saying we start with the first element and we end with the last element. We say minus 1 here because remember that Python starts at indexing position of 0. Now we'll say while begin index is less than or equal to the ending index position. So as long as this number is lower than this one, we'll say midpoint will be equal to begin index plus the remainder of the items in the list. So we can get that by saying end index minus begin index. We'll do a division without a remainder, so floor division, by doing 2 slashes, and then we want the midpoint, so we'll just put 2. So what we're saying is that the midpoint should be the middle position between our beginning index and the rest of the items in our sequence. Now we need to compare the value of this midpoint to the value of the item that we're searching for. We'll say midpoint value, and we can get that by just indexing our sequence with the midpoint that we're pulling out. So this will return the value instead of the position of our midpoint. Now we need to do comparisons on this midpoint value. We'll say if the midpoint value is equal to the item value, then return midpoint. What this is doing is saying if we find the item, so the item is equal to the midpoint, just return back the position. Now we'll say another condition. We'll say else if the item's value is lower than the midpoint value. So this is saying that the item we're looking for would be to the left of this value if it were in our sequence. So that means we can change our ending position. So we'll say end index will now be equal to the midpoint minus 1. So this is saying that the ending position would now be the element directly to the left of the midpoint. I'll move this up. Now we have just one more condition. If the item is greater than the midpoint, then we only need to check the items to the right. We'll say else, and this time we'll say begin index will be equal to the midpoint plus 1. So this just means we only need to check the items to the right of the midpoint by repositioning our beginning index. Now all we need is to return none if the item is not found in the sequence. So that happens whenever our while loop breaks. We'll go down and at the same indentation level as our while loop and say return none. Let's create a sequence. We'll say sequence A, and remember this needs to be an already sorted sequence. So we'll just put in numbers in order, and then we need an item to search for. We'll say item A will be 12. Now we'll drop down and say print binary search. We'll pass in our sequence A, and then we'll pass in item A. We'll open up a terminal, and we'll execute our script. And we see that we get back to position 8 because 12 is located in the 8th position of the sequence. If we were to test this out with an item not in the sequence, so let's say 3, we should be returned none, which we are. Let's talk about the complexity of this algorithm. We have a search space size of n elements. Whenever we go through each iteration, we reduce that size in half. So we have n divided by 2, n divided by 4, and so on. Once our algorithm completes, we can say that our space size is 1, and therefore 1 is equal to n over 2 raised to the k power. Once we rearrange these elements, we see that the overall complexity is log base 2 of n. From the complexity, we can see that this algorithm performs pretty quickly. However, note in this example that our list has to be sorted before we can use it. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. Until next time.